Hey everybody, have an okay weekend? Yeah. I look like I got punched because I got no. I had an allergic reaction to a mask I was wearing last week, and it did this. So I have an infection in my eye. It's great. It hurts a lot, a lot. The one kind he's wearing, actually. Yeah, those. It happened 2 years ago. There's something about the filaments in them, and then the breathing and stuff for me. Like it got into my eyes and did this. If I wear the origami fold ones, they're fine. But I just didn't have any, and I had old ones in my van. Put one on, and a couple days later, I had this. So yay, it does not feel good. Yeah. Okay. Everybody have an okay weekend? You all survived Labor Day, I see. Good job. I kind of did. We had all my kids. Went down to my mom's. She lives on a lake, so it was good. Nobody drowned. Uh, yeah. It's been a morning already. I've been up for 7 hours at this point. 4 o'clock. I had a long day. Or I had a lot to do this morning already. So it's just been like bam bam. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. So happy Tuesday. Okay. First thing, we will not have class on Thursday. You guys remember that? No class on Thursday. I'll make an announcement just as a reminder. I'm going to be out of town, so we won't have class, but we will pick back up next week. Okay. Today, what we have due is the thumbnail sketch review. I know we did a bunch of that last week. We looked at a lot of people's. Not everybody had 12. That's fine. Today, the uploading it with notes about function and movement. That is due tonight at 11:59. I want to chat more about those of you that we didn't quite get to. Claire, I don't know that we looked at all of yours. I know some other people didn't quite have everything. So I want to look at those. Okay, and we're going to chat about those in class. The other thing that's due, is the final draft for your storyboards. These do need to be digital submissions. So if you did them on paper, just take a photo of them or scan them. There's a printer over by the elevator, that little nook where the faculty mailboxes are and stuff, the fridge and things. I think you can use your student ID on it and just scan and have it emailed to you. Otherwise, I think there's also a printer in 203, or at least there used to be. I don't know if there is. If not, a photo off your phone in good lighting, okay? Make sure I don't see the shadow of your head or the shadow of your phone. So you want the light in front of you, not behind you, okay, when you're taking these pictures. I just need to be able to see it, all right, and understand it. Sometimes it's helpful, like if you do them in pencil, sometimes it's helpful to go back over that in like a thin pen, right? It's called inking. It's what they do with comics, right? They draw them first in pencil, and then they refine that with ink and then color, et cetera, okay? So if you do the pen over it, like if you take a picture and it's super faint, maybe take a pen and just go back over your lines, okay? All right. Any questions over what's due today? Yeah. I left feedback for everybody. I went through all of them. Did you not get any feedback from me? Who didn't get feedback from me on storyboards? Weird. Okay. I thought I went through them all. All right. My bad. I will look at them now and give you guys some feedback. That's super weird. Okay. I sat down and did that all on Friday. For the outline? No, I did the storyboards. Because I looked at everybody. I have like visual memories of your guys' storyboards. Claire, I have I have a memory of all of your storyboards. You didn't get a comment from me? No. Blue Line's not saving the stuff then. I have a very visual memory. So like things I see, I remember. And I remember yours. I remember yours. I remember everybody's. Bizarre. There's no comments. Okay. All right, I'll double check. Maybe I dreamt it. I don't know. Where was that? Yeah, no, I was here. I did them Friday morning. So I had a 9 o'clock meeting, and then I sat in my office for 2 hours and graded. All right. Anyway. Okay. Well, if you didn't get feedback, I'll get you feedback today. Okay. All right. What I do remember from when I was doing feedback, there was no one that needed to like drastically make any changes. Like everything looked pretty good. So I was pretty happy. There's nothing. Wow. Do you have a grade? Okay, now that's blue line's not saving stuff because I know I left grades. Okay, all right, we will fix that. Maybe we'll do that first then. Okay, we'll do that first. We'll go through it. Apologies, I really thought. If by Friday, the Friday after you guys submit stuff, like a critique, you don't have any comments from me, just shoot me an email or a message on Blue Line. Just be like, do your job, man. Like something like that. Okay. Usually on Fridays I do that. Like Friday mornings, I try to get all the critique grading done for all the classes. Um, so if you don't see that, then that gives me like a heads up that something happened. Like in this instance, Blue Line apparently didn't remember them or save them. And then what I can do is make sure I get those done so you guys have the weekend to work on that stuff. Okay? Great. All right. Okay, so storyboards, finals are due tonight at midnight. Multifunction furniture, we're going to do thumbnail reviews for those that didn't quite have all their thumbnails done. That submission is also due at midnight. Remember, notes about function and movement. Okay, not just drawings. If I get a bunch of drawings that don't like tell me anything about them, I'm just gonna be like, you've got to include notes, or I'm gonna ignore them and like just pick 6 at random. Okay? Yeah. Something you can write with arrows, like if you have a name for it, like ideas about how, like essentially just you need to communicate as clearly as possible, right? The whole point of this class is learning how to communicate visually and literally. I don't know in text and in pictures, but together. So it's the difference between writing an essay and just painting a painting, right? We're trying to stick those two methods together to be able to communicate the like seeds of ideas that you guys have for projects. Okay, that's for every project we do. That is like the mindset to have. Okay, great. Sorry, my eye hurts so much. Okay. All right, let's jump into it. All right, let's take attendance. Gabby's here. Allie's here. Liam. Evan. Arlette. Sam. Claire. Xavier. Bridget's not here. Macy. And Colin. Okay. All right, let's look at story. Yeah, because see, it doesn't. The storyboards don't show up on my grading thing. Oh, hold on. Actually. It's not working. So who did have comments for storyboard critiques from me? Just you? Oh, okay. It didn't make sense, or what? Oh, weird. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think. For the critiques. Yeah. Okay, then it definitely did not save anything. That's so nice to know that. Oh, you don't see those. What the hell? All right, give me a second. I'm doing this because I'm going to look at grades, and you guys don't need to see each other's grades. Okay.
The legs are on like a track and
Oh, that's cool.
then the philosophy is and there's like a little crank right there next to the bed. And it pulls open.
Gotcha. Nice.
cup table is kind of just a table. It's like cup
Like a
holder
tall
on the
cup
bottom.
holder.
Yeah,
So instead of holding like a bunch of stuff, it holds one thing.
yeah. I mean, you can just put it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Number 4 is futon chair. So futon is 3 seats in the back, 2 big seats you sit on. The seats on the side come apart, and the middle part becomes an ottoman input chair.
Okay.
And then the bungee chair is like a hammock, but you strap it to be like a chair with like stretching material.
How is that multifunction? All your others have two
Yeah.
functions. That one's just like a chair between trees.
Yeah, I'll probably leave.
Okay. So you don't have any others? You didn't do 7
No.
other thumbnails? Okay. So you got to have 12
Right.
for submission.
I'll probably scratch.
Okay.
Maybe.
Colossal bed, I think you could go with. Futon chair is not a bad idea, and the table is not a bad idea either. I like the thought, the legs being on the track.
Yeah.
I do want to see 7 others because
Right.
I think you can pick those 3 from this set, and then you pick 3 from the other set to do for the 6.
Fine.
Remember, because we still got to do the 6. The 6 won't be the final. We'll get it down to 1 after that, but we're gonna do 6 for the next stage and 1. So 6 for next week, and then 1 for after that. Okay. Yeah. Do you have any questions about it?
No.
Yeah. Should just knock that out then. All right. And Macy. Okay. All right. You want to talk about them?
Okay, so I have that.
Okay.
The first desk, it's like a desk on top, like a bed, like a board almost.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That. I don't know how that would work, but still. I'm not sure now. Where that is. That one.
Mm.
I was like sitting and looked up and I was like I wanted to
Okay.
so
Is it like a crossbar on the back of the desk? Like a piece of wood that goes across the back of the desk? Like I don't know what this is.
okay, so it's like
Is it an actual shelf?
yeah.
Oh. Why would they put a shelf there? I could see it structurally being like holding the legs together of the desk,
No,
but
it's like the back.
wild. Huh.
But I always use my feet up.
Sure.
It's so now, and this one, I don't know how much sense it'll make, but it's like a chair that comes out of the desk,
Okay.
and then it also knocks so that I don't have to have a lot
Ah.
of my
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And then 5, I was thinking, it's kind of like have like wood.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it acts as
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
so there's
So it's a railing and then it's a desk.
kind of basic, but I always like how you call it so it's or the
Gotcha. So what's the dual function? It's
Is
just
that like how and
sure. That's more like space saving. It's kind of like with Collins. What piece of that was yours that we just looked at? That was
They pull
low.
up the key.
No, not the bed. It was
Cable.
was it the cup table?
Yeah. I mean that or the bungee chair.
Bungee chair. It was the bungee chair. Like the main function is that it's a set of hooks that you're hanging stuff on, right? And then its other state, like that's one state. Its other state is just it's hidden, right? So that's not a function. Yeah, it's space saving. You know, it's economic,
most of these I just say
right? And I think that's the danger of this assignment, right? Is like a lot of what we look at, they're saving space by having one piece of furniture satisfy the requirements of like two separate pieces of furniture. You know, like a shelf and a bed, and they make it a shelf bed, right? Um, or a bed that can fold up into the wall or something. Those are two separate functions that they're sticking together, and they happen to save space, right? So when you do this, just try to think of like two functions that you need something to do in your dorm. Like I think using your dorm as like your case study is a really good idea. Yeah, absolutely. Well, right. So it's the difference between like this is these are definitely two functions, right? This is two functions. It's a shelf and it's a place for your feet, a comfortable place for your feet, right? Not just a place of convenience. Remember we talked about the user paths. I showed you guys that thing where people would like walk their own paths and make their own paths in the park, right? As opposed to like paths laid out in concrete by a landscape designer, right? Those are the differences between like designed use. That's called embedded use and emergent use, right? Embedded use is use that is specifically thought out and planned for and designed for by a designer, whereas emergent use is use that is adapted by the user. Like the user takes the thing and they're like, well, it's easier and more comfortable and makes more sense for me to use it in this way, right? That's you using that shelf for a footstool as opposed to a shelf. Why there's a shelf down there, who knows, right? Yeah, so maybe the idea is to make it a more intentional shelf, right? And then have a section of it that's like padded and angled a little differently to make it comfortable for you, right? But like, wherever it went, this one, these two are really just hooks on your armoire, right? One function. Okay. The rest of these, that's two functions. That's great. You want to tell me about the others?
what is eight? This is like really complex where it's again
Yeah.
comes out of the floor, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
there's
I got it. I got it.
It like it just makes sense in my head. I didn't even know how to draw it out. So like that is that's my
So tell me what are the functions? A bed and a what?
bed, and then it just like goes one.
No, I'm imagining that in my head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really know how to really work out, but
Sorry, I'm just thinking about it. It's like you could have the whole wheel part embedded in the wall,
yeah.
right? And you just have them at opposite ends of the circle from each other. And so like the desk is out and the bed is like upside down in the floor. Have you guys ever seen I'm trying to think if those are actually yeah. Have you guys ever seen The Fifth Element? Okay, we're gonna watch a sequence from The Fifth Element. This reminded me of this. Also, I just want an excuse to watch Fifth Element. So let's see if the bandwidth from my phone is. Uh-oh. Is my server not up? I know I have it on here. There it is. All right, let me skip to the part. Is it here? No, it's further. Sorry. Okay. So I'm trying to remember where this part. So anyway, this guy has this really tiny apartment because this is like future New York, thousands of years in the future or something. And in his apartment, he's got. I have to pause this because that was a little more pointless than my digressions usually are. So
So this one, my ladder. So
okay.
I really literally just come out and then back.
Oh.
Again, I'm like more function. Yeah, I thought it would come out of kind of it's almost like a bigger.
Uh huh. Yeah, yeah. What is so essentially you just want like a ladder with crossbars
Yeah.
to come out that can then like rotate down so you can use it to get up into your bed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's another use that just simple shape could satisfy? That's not just the ladder. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe it comes out and it just comes straight out from the bed and doesn't come down, right? And then you can use it to dry clothes. And then you can also use it to go down as a ladder when the clothes aren't on it. Two functions. Yeah? Great. To microwave, a freezer, and a fridge?
Yeah, but my microwave is on the dorm, and like if I want to them, so it's more. It's not for. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, just like combine them all. So they're all one.
So I guess I don't understand. Like, you already have your microwave sitting on top of your fridge?
Yeah, it's like that. And I like if I ever need one of them,
Mm-hmm.
then I have to move both.
Oh. Oh, gotcha.
I also
Maybe you could just stick your microwave on like a board with wheels. Then it would roll. I don't know.
and then 11. I don't know.
It's like a little bed inside of a big bed.
No, it's like I don't know anybody else body, and I hate it so much. So I wanted.
Do you wrap yourself around it though? My wife does. She has a body pillow and she's like.
I don't know, like I like my side,
Mm-hmm.
and then like.
Oh, it's something to lean up against. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So I wanted to be like.
That's why open containers are there. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Can't even tell.
12 is different. That like slides out.
Okay. I'm just trying to think about your body pillow bed thing. Like, what if it was like you've got your bed, right? Or at least you've got a cushion that you can use as a bed, right? There's a similarity between the cushion, the mattress, and the bottom of the couch. Yeah. Okay. And if you're gonna embed a body pillow into it, what you're really doing is you're kind of making a couch. You know, like it's just the couch is sort of just built into it. You know what I mean? So maybe the function could be dual functions. Is that half the time it's a bed, and the other half the time it's a couch. It's a little bit deeper than most couches, so you're comfortable for the bed. Maybe the back's a little bit lower. Does that make sense? Now this would be like a static change because there's nothing that really changes its function other than maybe you're moving pillows off. I don't know. I'm just thinking like with my kids use body pillows. Like I have one in particular who's a flopper, right? And his bed is up against the wall and he's in a top bunk. And so in order to like keep him from flopping his way off the top bunk, we've put pillows under his sheets, right? So that he can't kick them off. And it creates sort of like a little funnel that keeps him in the middle of the bed. Does that make sense? So that's what makes me think about like that sort of thing would work for you. Yeah.
Not a lot of the things, but I think about part of that. Like,
oh yeah. Well, I like the Ferris wheel bed desk thing. I like this a lot. I think that's clever and hilarious. You're always going to score points with me if you do things that are absurd, right? If there's no reason for it to exist, but it's kind of funny that it does exist or the idea does exist, then I'm gonna appreciate that. I love stuff like that, right? Not everything has to be practical or have like a good reason to exist. I mean, look at the dodo. Well, I guess it doesn't exist anymore. But the platypus, right? What is up with the platypus? It is a bizarre creature. You know what I mean? It's a duck, it's a beaver, it's an otter. I don't know. No one knows. Right? This is a pretty solid concept. You can do this one as one of your 6. I think this one works out really well too. This one, I like the thought of it going into. Oh, these illustrations are great, by the way. Like, yeah, if you do the rest, like, because they're clean and they communicate really clearly. Let's try Procreate. Try Procreate. Try Procreate. Yeah, no, like the thought of this one is good in terms of it like going into the floor and stuff. I just think it needs to have. It's not enough to just hide it, right? I think you're getting stuck thinking about it being space saving as opposed to having 2 functions. It's like if you guys ever seen the there's an image. It's a joke image and it's like a Venn diagram between like a keyboard playing duck and a guitar playing beaver, and the middle is a keytar playing platypus, right? Take 2 different things, stick them together. Yeah. Yeah.
Put the desk away so
Right, and that totally makes sense. That like I get that because that's that Murphy bed idea, right? Like you get the bed out of the way so you can have the space. But it's still just a bed, right? What makes it dual function is when they stick that self-leveling shelf on it, right? So that it's not just that the bed is hidden away and you have this giant empty space, it's that you can use that space. That makes sense. So something similar to that, right? Yeah. So this one, definitely the Ferris wheel bed. I love it. This guy, for sure. And I think this one worked really well too. And then fill out the rest with whichever ones you want to do. Okay? And just some more refined drawings for these. Yeah. Great. Okay. Who else didn't we get to? Liam? You want to airdrop them to me? Thanks. A and not A dash M. Bleep. Okay.
Okay, so first one, here.
Ah.
So it's a chair that has a fan above it. That when it is not clamped correctly down.
There we go.
Um,
Have you seen those gamer chairs? They make like specific gamer chairs that have fans like set into
Really?
them. That like yeah, they're what are those called? Gaming chair. Yeah. Fans. There we go. Is it this one? Air cooling system. Adjustable armrest air cooling system. And where is the air cooling system? Who sits in their chair at 155 degrees? Oh,
Yeah, I
Lord.
just assumed that.
Oh, right there in the seat. Yeah, look at that.
I just assumed no one would do that. I guess that's.
So it pushes up through the cushion. Yeah. I should have gotten one of these. That could be really unfortunate if you eat the wrong things, though. Yeah. Anyway, not to say your idea, like, don't do your idea.
Yeah, no, mine is more practical. Well, you're trying to read.
Right. And what if you have long hair and it's behind you and it's blowing your hair into your face? Not that I know what that feels like, but.
Second one, it's like when the door is closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Exactly.
Now it's
right.
This isn't impractical at all. Avoid the small problem of opening the door and then everything falling out the shelf like a little ridge.
Yep. Awesome. I did that with a door in my kitchen, my first house. It was really tiny, and the door to the basement. I had like no shelves or anything, and the door to the basement I built these really narrow shelves with like a rail, and that was my spice cabinet. I put all the spices and stuff right there because it was pretty close to where I cooked. So it's a great idea. Not just because I did it, but.
Right. So the third one is the desk, and then hold up and there's spray energy markers.
Do you guys have need for desks that turn into whiteboards? Because this is like a theme.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. I bought one. I bought one and turned it into a tabletop. And my kids love it because they come down to my studio and they just draw on it and stuff. Because I need it for like when I'm building things. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. It just seems to be a theme.
There are a lot of whiteboards in the library.
Mm-hmm.
Carting around.
Right. Agreed.
The last one. So this shape, you sit on it, it's a couch. This is what you don't realize. The audio. This is the most acoustic channeling possible thing. Yeah.
Nice.
So you flip open the middle and it sounds.
Awesome. I do like that quite a bit. All right. And then this was a cube.
Oh no, better.
Okay.
So, if KFC won't do it, then I will.
Okay.
So
it's a lot KFC won't do.
It's a computer.
That makes fried chicken.
No, it doesn't. Well, I mean, it keeps your food warm. So it's got to have an Intel chip.
Right. Or it just runs After Effects.
So yeah, that's that one.
Okay. All right. First four are nice ideas. The couch is the best one, I think, for me at least. I just want to see the rest. Okay. So get those done, and then we can narrow those down. Okay. All right. For the rest of these, they're good ideas. The couch, I feel like you really kind of like either that you're passionate about that or something, but that feels the most unique one.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest, it's like I've seen like a billion variations of these, but I've never seen a like sound system couch, and it's a great shape. So, yeah, awesome. Okay, anybody else need theirs looked at? Did you have any final comments or questions? Okay, all right. So yeah, do the other 8, and then we can narrow those down. But that couch needs to be one of the ones you do for the 6. Okay? All right. So the next stage of this, guys, after we turn these in, we're going to pick 6. I will leave you feedback and comments. You need to pick 6 so that we have 6 to do more refined drawings, answer any questions that I gave you or concerns, include the notes. These kind of notes, like Liam's got here, with different color for direction lines, just sort of a short description. These are good, but I do want to see like something a little bit more detailed for this next stage for the 6. Okay, that could be like maybe you're thinking about material if material is important, right? Like the whiteboard material, or if it's a certain type of chair, like what kind of material should that chair be made out of, etc. Right? Really try to think about what it would be like if this thing was physical, all right? And if you had to try to pitch this to someone to get it made. Cool. Consider this like your Kickstarter that you want to have happen. Like this is all you dreamt about your entire life. All right? That's it. Since you were little, you need a, I don't know, a desk that transforms into a whiteboard. All right. Okay. Did anybody else not get Allie? Okay, let's do yours. Okay. You guys are all cutting it close. You have 12 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, telescopic when something.
Oh, like the retracting. Like on
Yeah.
a telescope.
What do you mean camera lens?
No, like a little weird.
Oh no. Uh. Oh God. It's not telescoping. Iris.
Iris?
Irising. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Allie. Did you find it? It's A and not A dash M. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh sure. That is a good idea.
Just like a non basic. But it can pull down to this like.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take a dog hole.
Mm.
Like it's real.
What's
Chair that
Oh yeah yeah. So you could essentially take like 2 of these chairs and have one be like a laptop table or something.
yeah, and then like you can move it to your bed and have it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Solid. Okay. These 4 are good dual function ideas. These 2 are really strong. I almost imagine there are things like this out there already.
I know, I
Right.
tried to
Well, that's fine.
train it,
Yeah.
they have,
Yeah, I have something like that. Yeah.
but I couldn't
The thing you're gonna find with that though is as you start cooking more and more and more, like you're gonna find out that you're gonna want to retain some of that pasta water in order to make sauces. So it's
Oh, yeah.
what I've gotten into the habit of doing. This is not at all related to this. What I've gotten into the habit of doing is I don't pour the pasta water out into a colander. I just take a pasta fork, pull it out, and put it in a wire basket and put that over a bowl. That way I still have the pot of pasta water. I just keep it until the end in case I need it because I'm usually making like a mushroom sauce or something for it. Yeah. So the one that like I don't think really fits are the dog bowls. Because I don't see what the second function is. Like, yeah, they're measuring cups, but you're not going to use them to measure anything but dog food
Yeah.
and dog water because I'm not using those. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So you got 4 that you can pick from. The pot and the toothbrush holder, I think, are the better ones. You need 8 more. Or technically, you need 7 more. You can keep the bowls because we're cutting 12 down to 6 anyway, and at this point you've done the drawing, so I'd rather see you focus on 7 new ideas as opposed to going back and trying to rework this one and make it fit. You know, it's okay to discard. Like that's what this process is. It's a whittling down, right? So it's okay to like be like, it's fine. The whole thing with thumbnails is just to get ideas out fast, you know, as quickly as possible. Cool. All right. So 4 solid ones. We got 7 more to do. Submit those, and then we'll whittle those down to 6. Okay. Great. Anybody else?
I have my 12.
You have your 12? Did you submit them to Blue Line, or do you want to airdrop them?
I can-
Yeah, go ahead. I see your MacBook. It's just not. Did you find it?
I have your.
Oh, let me see. Can you just right click?
I can also.
It's weird. I see yours.
Mine.
Mine is.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to see if I can't get a signal. Wireless again. It says I'm connected, but I don't really believe it. It worked. Say what? Okay. Figure it out here in a second. Well, at least wireless is working. All right. Oops.
Over 5.
Okay.
Um.
Right.
So no. Flower pot. Water. That was one of them. I was like, you know what? I'll get it.
Yeah.
Number 7. A countertop that has like the sink portion like in.
Oh,
countertop, so you
yeah.
have more countertop space.
Yeah.
But then, so then you take that part of the counter off. It can be like a splash guard.
Yeah.
For, like water and stuff.
So it's like a lid essentially, right?
And so
Yeah.
then this,
That is a good idea.
here, guard. It's like oh,
Mm.
and so
Oh.
half of it.
Yeah.
It has like flush.
Mhm.
You have like a flat surface.
Okay. Yeah. We have one like that. So in our walk-in closet, we've got an ironing board set into the wall, and it's got a door that opens. But that door has a mirror on it, so it's not like the door comes down and the top's the ironing board. Or wait, no, the door opens. So, but yeah, definitely.
I did another chair drying rack one, but that's more one that flips over, so it has like
Oh.
slots at the back of a
Yep.
chair usually.
Yep.
But then it flips over, so it's like part of the drying rack. The way that it's shaped, you can also kind of put like a hamper shape.
Oh, smart. Maybe you just have like slats coming down this way, like you keep the slat thing going, right? So you've got slats, and then maybe that's solid or something, and then yeah, it does that.
Okay.
Just that way, it like it keeps the visual theme happening, and then that's also the functional part of the hamper is that it has holes so that the clothes don't get moldy or gets, gross.
Coffee maker with a little fridge in it for like your creamers and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because
Right.
I was thinking of like when I was a kid, I had those like ABC.
Mhm.
Punch out like the letters.
Yeah.
Like that. But like it was always so.
Oh, sure.
So what if you like chair like a kid?
That's a good idea.
And then the last one is like it's more like a sofa, but it's kind of thing of like a futon, where a futon goes back, so it's like a bed, but you would take it up.
Oh.
And so then the underneath would have like stuff like
Ah.
that, or things that you need all the time. Like I was thinking.
Would you want it like how in the examples we saw in the video this was self-leveling? Would you want to keep it out like that so that way you don't have to like take things out?
That could work too, definitely. Because I didn't know. I was like thinking of like stuff with friends and like stuff that you.
Right.
Pull it up, grab something.
Yeah, I think the self-leveling shelf is the most practical.
Yeah.
Most useful at least. You want to reduce the number of steps involved between transforming the states. Because my kids can take all the pillows off the couch and turn it into a trampoline like that, but then I hate it because I have to.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? There's all this work involved. Cool. All right. So which are your favorite?
I don't know. I want to look into the last one a lot.
Okay.
Just to see what. Besides that.
I like that. Chair drying rack version 2.
Yep.
It's a good one. Toilet flower pot, just because it's funny. Honestly, like, yeah, why not? Yeah, I'd say that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I just picked 2 others. They're all fairly solid. You don't have any that I'm like, nope, that doesn't work. The one that's closest to that is maybe like the kids match chair or the coffee maker fridge. Like, they're fine. But I think all the rest of yours have a little bit more of a spark of creativity. Cool. All right. So, toilet flower pot, countertop sink, chair drying rack, futon sofa storage, and then just 2 others that you want.
Okay.
Great. All right. Cool. All right. Well, so you just got to get your 12 done for tonight. All right. And I'll leave comments. If you don't see anything by Friday or by the end of the day Friday, all right, then someone shoot me an email and be like, you forgot to post the grades again. Yeah, it'll be fine. Anybody else want me to take a look? Does anyone have new ones that they want evaluated? No? Yes? Arlette? No? Okay, you kind of look like you're on the fence there. No? Okay. I'll let you guys go a little early then if you want. That's fine.